Do you swivel, shift, click, or fidget when you're interviewing for a job? If so, this can really take the focus from what you're saying instead to what it is you're doing, which isn't what we want to accomplish in the job interview. Hi, I'm Dalena Bradley, job interview coach and career marketing specialist, and today I am going to talk about these 4 distracting behaviors, what you can do to fix it, so the interview is focused on you and what you can do for the company rather than what you're doing in the interview that is distracting. The first distracting behavior is swiveling back and forth in your office chair. You know who you are. It can be really calming and kind of fun to swivel back and forth, but it's also really distracting for the interviewer. So if you know you have the tendency to do this, if you're interviewing from home, the easiest fix is to go grab a dining room chair or another chair that just has 4 legs, stable, that doesn't swivel back and forth. Swap out the chair. The second distracting behavior is shifting from side to side, and that is for those of you who like to interview when you're standing up. I'm all for standing up because I think it does allow you the chance to have a little bit more energy when you're interviewing. But if you're shifting back and forth, swaying back and forth, that can be really noticeable. The best fix for this is to plant your feet hip distance apart and be mindful to stand still. Then you want to have the energy come through in your upper body so that you're using your hands to gesture and add energy to your conversation. The third distracting behavior is clicking your pen on and off during the interview. If you're a note taker, which I really encourage, it is a fine practice to take notes during the interview, clicking that pen on and off can be really distracting as well. So the best thing to do is to tell yourself, put down the pen. Put down the pen between note taking and or grab a pen that doesn't have that feature on it. The fourth distracting behavior is fidgeting or jiggling your legs when you're talking with someone. This can be when you're in a remote situation. It could be if you're in your home office talking with someone. And if you're jiggling and you're sitting too close to the desk, that can really jostle the desk, and the screen will move quite a bit. Or if you're in person, it can jostle the table. And that is really distracting. So if you know you have that tendency, then try to sit back away from furniture where your legs or knees might be making contact, and or if you're at home, you can stand as you interview and try that instead, and again with your feet firmly planted. If you know you have any of these tendencies, of course, another thing is I'm really big on notes, putting a post-it note or a big note, you know, in big Sharpie marker that reminds you to not swivel, not shift, not click, not fidget. And sometimes just the act of writing something down and hanging it up there can be really effective. So I hope being aware of these distracting behaviors and these tips that I gave you to help stop them was helpful. In the meantime, I wish you the very best in your next interview and in your career. And for more information about working with me, please visit dalenabradley.com.